Hi, my name is Rose Castillo with Crafty Night Owls. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you this cute fall card that I made. It is so pretty and so simple. You're going to love making this card. Now, I am just excited for fall to come, and I know it's just a little bit over a month away, but I love fall, and I cannot wait for summer and its heat to be gone. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make me a fall card. It is well over 100 degrees here where I live in Southern California, and that is just way too hot for me. Ugh. Anyway, I'm just glad I don't live in the desert, because that would be worse, right? And so I love all things fall. I love the colors, and I love the leaves and scarecrows and Thanksgiving and just all of those elements that come with fall. I just love it, and it just reminds us to be thankful because of Thanksgiving. And I don't know, I just love it. I also have a birthday in the middle of fall, so that's another bonus. Alright, so anyway, this Thoughtful Branches stamp set is a limited edition stamp set from Stampin' Up! And you'll be able to purchase this stamp set through the month of August while supplies last. So if you have not purchased it and you want it, I recommend that you get it as soon as possible, because there's only 2 weeks left of August and you don't want to miss out. Now, you can buy the stamp set individually, or you can buy the framelets that match individually, or you can buy them together and save 10%. Now, 10% savings, that's always a bonus. And then you can tell your spouse that you got them on sale. Isn't that an added benefit? Alright, the framelits do not come on this magnetic sheet, but this is how I store mine. So yours will come in a nice plastic folder, and they will have a piece of cardboard in there that they're stuck to, and then you can either keep them in there or you can house them however you would like. But I keep mine in a box, and I kind of am able to flip through my box of all my dies that are current and some that are retired, and I am able to just see them right on my desk. So it's nice for me, but my box gets pretty heavy because there's a lot of them in there. And so anyway, I am going to get started with showing you this card. And so I'm going to move my stamp set out of the way, and let's get started. Okay, my card base is a piece of Delightful Dijon, and I just cut it in half, and I scored it at 5.5. And so let's go ahead and furnish that with my bone folder. Let's move that over. So that's done. And then I am going to be using a piece of vellum to overlay on the piece that I'm stamping. And this is a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and so there's no stamping on my vellum. And then this piece here is just a scrap that I had in my pieces that I've used before, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment on there, and then we're going to cut that out. And so this is for my stamping. I am using 3 colors: Delightful Dijon, Soft Suede, and Cajun Craze. And so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to open up all of my ink pads, and I'm going to have them laying face towards me where I can see the color, because when they're all open, sometimes it's actually hard to tell what color is what. So that's just another thing that you can do when you're stamping with multiple colors. Just lay them all out so you can see them. Okay, so let's go ahead and ink up You're in My Thoughts, and we're doing that in the Cajun Craze. I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle, and that is done. And then on to my stamping of my leaves. Now I have my stamp already mounted, and I'm going to use some Stampin' Mist on my Stampin' Scrub over to my left hand side here, and this is just so I can clean it off in between colors. And I am going to start out with Delightful Dijon, and we're going to stamp. And don't forget, when you stamp your leaf, to turn your block so all your leaves are not facing the same direction. And make sure to also stamp off your paper occasionally so that you don't get a border of white around the edges. Now I'm going to move on to my soft suede, and I'm just going to stamp a few images here and there, and then I can also go back in afterwards and fill in any empty spots that I feel like need more stamping. So just add another one in here, and maybe a partial one, I'm thinking here. Okay, clean that off. And then I'm going to move on to my Cajun Craze and go, let's see, turn this a little bit. Oh, I just put that into the wrong ink pad, and hopefully I didn't get my Cajun Craze in there. Okay, so I'm going to add some more right up here, and some partial stamping off the edges, and maybe just a little peak right there, and I think that looks beautiful. And that is all of our stamping, and that goes super quick. And if you actually wanted to make more than one card at a time, you could do a whole sheet of stamping and then cut your paper to the size that you need, and that would just save you a little bit of time when you're working. And alright, so that's it. This is going to go right over it just like that, and it kind of gives it a soft tone, and then it'll go on top of our card base. But before we do that, I'm going to cut out the You're in My Thoughts, and I'm actually using a punch that is retired. Don't hurt me. But I thought, you know what, I could use my circle framelits to do this, but then I'd have to go off camera and whatnot, and I think I stamped it just a little too far in, so I'm just going to cut a little piece off the top. Okay, get that out of the way. Now I just want to center it, and there we go. And so I decided to use my punch because I didn't want to have to go off camera to do this portion. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some snail adhesive and just run it across the back like that. And then I'm going to take my copper thread and I'm going to run it around my fingers, I don't know, about 8 to 10 times or something like that, and rolling away. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of pinch it together there and just lay it right on that adhesive wherever I feel like it's a good spot. And then I can spread it out if I need to. And it's just nice and big and pretty. It's a little bit bigger than my last one, but I still think it looks good. And if I want to rein some of it in, I just have to stick it to that adhesive that I put on the back there. And this one's kind of twisted up, so I'm trying to fix it so it's not all twisted. And so that's going to go on top there. And I'm trying, that one's still very twisted. And I keep, okay. It's really not that hard. I'm making it harder than it is, I think. Because I'm like trying to perfect my messy look. Okay. Stick down. Oh. And if it is not big enough when you first do it, just pull on it and have your pieces come out a little bit more and just kind of fix it however you want it. And it looks like a huge mess from behind, but it does do, it looks so pretty when it's sticking out the sides of your project. So that is so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to get some dimensionals, and I'm almost out on this sheet, but I'm just going to stick a few in here, just like that. And then this is going to go on here, but before I do that, I need my leaves to decorate, and so I actually took this die that is used for the hydrangea or to make the flower, and I just cut it out, and I need some scrap pieces, just enough to get the leaves, and I'm just gonna take my paper snips and I'm gonna cut them off the stem, just like that. And that piece I don't need. I'm using 2 of the Cajun Craze, 2 of the Delightful Dijon, 1 of the Cajun Craze, and 1 of the Soft Suede. So I am going to use some Fast Fuse actually right on the back here of my vellum, and this is going to be in the area in which I'm going to put my circle, so you won't see that adhesive through the vellum. And actually, Fast Fuse doesn't show up that much through there. That is amazing. I hadn't even tried that. Okay, so then this is going to go right on top of there. So if your adhesive can be seen, that will hide it. And then you're going to put that right over. But before I do that, I'm going to get my 2 leaves, and then I'm going, or actually it's 3 leaves, and I'm going to put them together like this, and I'm just going to hold them with my hands, and then I'm going to get my mono multi-purpose adhesive and just kind of lay some on these little ends here and right along the bottom area. And then I'm just going to flip them over right into this area here. And I think it's okay that they're popping up there a little bit. I like that. And then I can peel off the backings to my dimensionals here, and then I can lay this. And this is so that my what's that called again? What's this called? My thread, my linen, not my linen thread, my thread, oh my word, I can't think of anything right now. My copper thread, that's what I'm trying to say, will lay over the leaves if it's in that area instead of under it, so it doesn't get hidden. I didn't want it under those leaves. Alright, and then just add a little bit of adhesive to this leaf here, and I'm going to slide it under the foil there and just let it lay. And then all I have to do is attach this, and so I'm going to use some of these ends from my edges of my dimensionals, and whoop, let me get one more for the center. And like I've mentioned before, don't throw away those edges of your dimensionals even though they're not pre-cut, because they are good pieces to use, and it just makes your dimensionals go that much further. And don't put that upside down. And then just center this in your card, or on your card, and voila! It's all done. Isn't that so pretty? And it was so fast and so simple. I just think this is a beautiful card that you're going to be able to use this fall to send to somebody you're thinking about. You could change up the sentiment, put happy birthday, you could put happy Thanksgiving, you could put tons of sentiments. You could put for you, this sentiment, thank you, your kindness makes a difference, I hope you feel appreciated. I mean, these sentiments are perfect for this, no matter which one you use, and the images are a lot bigger than what you see on the cover of this stamp set. So I hope that you liked this video today, and that if you would like to order any of the supplies, that you would visit my online store at www.rosecastillo.stampinup.net, and I appreciate any and all orders. And make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can continue to see more videos by me. Thank you, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.